today we are making pickled peppers the old-fashioned way using lacto fermentation.
There is no vinegar in this recipe.
Oh yeah.
That smells delicious. Look at these peppers.
Whoa, beautiful. Ooh. Ooh. Hey guys, welcome to the Fermentation Adventure. We are Paul and Sarah. Join us on this journey to explore the world of fermentation.
If you'd like to learn how to make ferments like these, start now by clicking subscribe and hitting that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Hey guys, we are on our way to the farmer's market, and what we're doing today, we want to make pickled peppers. So we need the freshest jalapenos possible. When you make pickled peppers, then you can turn that into hot sauce.
We're jalapeno hunting. It's gonna be hot.
Let's go check it out, see if we can find some crisp, nice jalapenos.
We almost always pick up some cilantro, like every week. This time I think we're gonna make some cabbage salad. You never have too much garlic in the house. Yeah, I'll pick up some ginger. Make some ginger ale. I found the jalapenos.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
I don't know if there's enough for everyone.
I know, right? Take the whole lot.
Enough to fill a mason jar?
At least. This one's firm. That'll be a good one. That's a good size bag. Ready, the jalapenos. And 10 of the pickling cube.
All right, cool, thank you.
Oh, kombucha.
Yeah, free samples.
Do you remember from this morning, we went to the farmer's market and we were picking out the freshest jalapenos we could find. And the reason we were doing that is because you want really fresh, crisp peppers. If they get kind of soft,
That wouldn't be good because they'd already be on their way out. So once you start putting them into fermentation process, we've had that happen and you can get some mold on top and you want to be able to avoid that.
Alright, so we have everything assembled here. Now to make pickled peppers, the recipe I like to use, that I've been using for years now, is I like jalapenos. They could be red, they could be green, like an onion, maybe a half an onion per mason jar, and then about 4 cloves of garlic. So first we're gonna wash all these peppers. And normally what I do is I'll just kind of lay them out. Oh.
We have cat interference right now.
Yeah, you might see a cat or two here and there, you never know.
Give me 1 second. Uh-huh. Layla, we're trying to film. Okay, I'm back.
So now, we have our mason jars, we have all of our ingredients. Let's get to chopping. If you chop with your bare hands, that is going to be seriously spicy. You rub your eyes, it's gonna be a mess.
I can't imagine.
You're gonna be on fire. I put on a glove. Technically, we have purple. So let's get started. Yeah, so we love composting.
For one, it doesn't stink up the garbage. And for two, our banana trees and our papaya trees outside love the compost and grow really well with all the scraps that we put in there. That's a really thick jalapeno.
Yeah.
What is that called inside?
So this is the pith right there. Pith.
It's a weird word.
I know,
Pith.
pith. If you're cooking, cut out this little part of the pith and the seeds so it's not so spicy.
If you hear us start to choke,
Yeah.
it might be the jalapeno fumes kind of getting into the air.
Yeah.
I think I feel it in my eyes a little bit.
And it doesn't really matter how thick, how thin you chop these. Like Sandra Katz says in his book, Chopper's Choice. It just depends on what are you going to use these for.
I might take like a couple rounds that you're cutting once it's all fermented and it's not as strong. I might put that on top of a meal. Like one or two in the whole meal.
Take some tongs, get them out of there, and then just like put it all over my dinner. I love that. It tastes so good.
It's amazing how much hot sauce Paul will go through.
I love hot sauce.
How many are you doing per jar?
It really depends on the size of the jalapeno.
Yeah,
If you have
these are big.
These are pretty big jalapenos. I think normally we do maybe 10 jalapenos per jar. Let's get this in the jar and see what we're working with here. I like to use a funnel just so it doesn't get like all over the place.
And this is a wide mouth funnel. All right.
Yeah, you want to leave room for the onions. I mean, depending if you're going to put onions. If it was up to her, I think she would put
True.
this much jalapeno and the rest onion because she likes onions.
Yes.
You could have maybe half jalapenos and then half sweet peppers.
Ooh.
So
we might have to try that next.
if you like even spicier, you can do habaneros.
What makes it spicy?
It's the capsaicin and the jalapenos make it spicy. Let's get into this onion.
This is gonna make me cry. Well, actually, I love the onions. When you put the onions in there with the hot peppers, it soaks up a little bit of the spice, so it's like a spicy onion, but it's not nearly as spicy as a hot pepper. So that's what I like about it.
Since we're fermenting these, I like to chop them extremely thin, so then you have little slivers of onions.
And also, it packs into the jar a little better.
Yeah. If only you could smell this right now. Smelling a little spicy, a little tangy. And now we need 4 garlic cloves. And if you like garlic, you can actually put a lot more if you want. I've even put up to 8 into one.
Ooh.
Next, we want to put the salt brine. We're actually making our own vinegar. And the old-fashioned way is with a salt brine. So what we do is we take salt, mix it with water, and a high enough concentration to where it only lets the lactobacilli bacteria grow and basically nothing else. It's all the good bacteria. Normally I'll use a ratio of 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of water, which is about a 3% salt brine ratio. We'll put a link to our salt brine chart in the description below in case you want to make larger batches.
We just went and purchased some distilled water.
Usually it takes maybe 2 cups of water to fill this up. Really depends on how much you pack this. All right.
All right.
So we don't need
just
that
like
anymore.
that.
Go ahead and start filling that up.
Okay.
Looks like a beauty.
Woo.
So another trick I like to do is maybe I'll just put that on there
Yes.
and then just kind of shake it up to
Cue
get
music.
it all. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So how long do we wait? So they're ready. No, I'm just kidding. It's really to taste. So if you like it kind of crunchy like I do, usually if I'm making just the sliced peppers that I'm going to be putting on dinner or putting on sandwiches, maybe about 3 days. But like we're doing today, if you want to make hot sauce, usually I do about 6-7 days, about a week. I've left it for a month at a time. It doesn't go bad. It just gets a little more soft, All the flavors combine. It gets really tangy. The most important thing is keeping all of your ingredients underneath the brine. If anything pops above the brine, you're probably going to get mold.
We like to use typically a smaller mason jar. It's just serving as a weight, and so it just sits right on top of it.
There's other tools you can use, but really just get a little jelly jar, fits in there. There's only a little bit of liquid showing and just some seeds on top, and you will be totally fine.
It will actually overflow over time. So we usually put it on a little plate.
Yeah, as soon as you're done actually putting the stuff into the jar, I usually get a piece of masking tape, write what the date is. So I put started on whatever date, stick it on, and it's good to go.
Voila! You'll have a little bit of like a pickle smell a little bit in the house. And we like it.
Yeah.
Just to be forewarned about that. All right, so what we have here is a side-by-side. So you can see the difference between what it looks like. This is the exact same recipe of pickled peppers. There's a change in color. Just made this version. You can see it's very bright and green. Then this one has been fermenting 6 days on the counter.
One more thing. So whenever it's fermenting, so right now it looks beautiful, green. After day 1, day 2, you're going to start seeing a bunch of little bubbles forming in there. It's pretty cool. You shake the jar a little bit and then a bunch of bubbles come up. And that's really just all the lactobacilli. They're eating the sugars. It's off-gassing.
And also, you'll notice that sometimes the garlic will turn blue.
If you crush garlic and you put it into vinegar, it's the enzymes in the vinegar that's reacting to some of the sulfur in the garlic. So it's a science experiment.
But there is no vinegar in this recipe at all.
We only have water and salt. The vinegar actually comes from the lactobacilli breaking down the sugars, so then it releases its own vinegar. So we're making vinegar.
Amazing.
It's possible you might get the tiniest bit of a white film, calm yeast. That's you know, nothing to worry about. But if it looks like this and you don't have any mold, then you're good to go. Let's make some hot sauce. We got some tongs here.
Woo! That smells good. I can't stop smelling it. Woo! It smells strong.
Oh yeah.
That smells delicious.
Oh,
Wait, can we try one before we put this in the
definitely.
blender?
All right, good luck.
Can you give me like I'll take an onion. How about that?
Okay, I'll take a pickled pepper and you take an onion.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
This is 6-day ferment.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mmm. That onion is super spicy. Woo!
The jalapeno is spicy also.
But it's still crunchy. The onion was completely crunchy at 6 days.
And the pepper is actually still crunchy too.
We like to use our Vitamix, but you can use really any blender that you have.
So the only reason I get tongs is maybe so it doesn't make a big mess. Normally you'll pour this in here. So now we're gonna blend this up.
This smells delicious.
You know, when I blend that up, imagine pepper spray. It's almost like it aerates it into the air and I start choking. So it chokes me.
Let's take a little clear your throat break.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's some good stuff.
That's good stuff. Paul likes to keep a lot of nice bottles over time. Sometimes we'll try hot sauces from different cities when we go visit. We used the other funnel with a wide mouth before. We're gonna use the little one this time so we can put it right on in there and fill the jar.
I love using a wine bottle. Wine bottles are awesome.
So let's fill this hot sauce. You ready? It's actually pretty thick, but it'll settle. So we like to definitely shake up the bottle before we use it.
That's
Looking
good stuff.
We made some good hot sauce today.
Ooh.
Oh, we're at the top. We're at the top.
It looks like you've
Sorry,
overflowed.
I did.
You
Wow,
want
that is almost a perfect fit. All right, let's try this.
Ooh. Whoa, that is good.
So after 2 weeks, whether you make a hot sauce or you leave it in the jar, we'll put it in the fridge and it'll last a very long time.
If it lasts
It's
that long, usually we eat it.
Well,
so.
that's true. There was one jar that got stuck in the back of the fridge, I think, one time, and that's how we know.
Let me go get that. It's been a long time.
We still have that?
So whenever you
Ah.
make hot sauce and you leave it in the fridge, it actually separates.
Let me see.
So this,
Amazing.
you will never get mold on this just because of the liquid is on top. There's no matter on the top that could even ferment.
This is actually a wine bottle, and that makes a really good Christmas gift as well. If you put it into a nice wine bottle, that'll be really nice.
Oh, actually, how about a taste test? You know, go ahead, shake it up. So
Woo.
this hot sauce, I think I made about a year ago. Oh, wow.
Did it change flavor?
Yeah, it changed flavor a little bit.
That is a super spicy one. Those peppers were way spicier. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
But it did change flavor. It was like
Yeah, it's like it aged it.
it aged it.
Yeah, nothing
It's
lasts
not
forever.
bad. It's just it's not great after that long.
You gotta keep on experimenting. That's what fermentation is. We hope you've enjoyed spending some time with us making these pickled peppers and this hot sauce recipe. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like and definitely click that subscribe button. Check out the website. Recipes are all on there. Follow us on social media and let's create some culture. Until next time.
This is a side-by-side. Let me start over. Sorry, we'll just do another thing. I'm sorry. Okay.
Boom. Boom.
Ha ha ha!